We here with Dope the Phenom, Urban Legends, Demon Legends up. So, Dope, like, give people a recap of who you are and what person you are, like, what type of dances you do and all that.
Well, if nobody knows, I'm Dope the Phenom. From the Bronx, living in North Carolina now. Shit is OD black. And for all the people that keep saying I'm 19 and 20 and 25, I'm not that old. I'm 17. I just turned 17. I'm very young. So stop doing that. You know, I do a mixture of dances. Like I crump, I can wave, I can pop. I do everything in general. Like I feel like I'm one of the trendsetters for putting different mixes of dances together in life. That's basically what I would say.
So Dope, like, I know, tell me your creations, and like if you used to have a creation, tell the reason why that person's not your creation no more.
Alright, well, creation, well, my creation, well, he's my prodigy now, but when he was back in the Get Light days, my first creation was, matter of fact, my first creation in general was A Spice. That was my first creation ever. Then after that was my prodigy, which is Foxlight. Then came Dope Boy. You know, after Dope Boy. Then, before Dope Boy even came out, I had a female creation, but she went off to college. Her name was Silent Scream, OD Nice. There was I had Dope Kid, but he no longer my creation because we argued over some bullshit. He felt some type of way. He went about his business. Let him rock. Baby Dope. A little person that thought he was a thug. I had to let him go. And then I got real. I got Dot the Phenom in Mount Vernon, but he just be all over the place. So, you know, I rarely see him. But I ain't forget about you, Dot. And now the last person is Smart Guy. Far up.
What's his name now?
Now I have a question. Bringing up the Mount Vernon. Like, who from Mount Vernon is Urban Legends?
Actually, nobody anymore. Not anymore. Like, it used to be a lot of people in Mount Vernon that was urban, but, you know, they felt some type of way, they wanted to do their own thing. But facts is, from what I remember, they want to come back. So we'll see Tuesday at the meeting, whoever from Mount Vernon want to be urban, they come to me and try out. If not, get axed out.
Alright. If you was a judge, right, to judge a battle, what would you judge it on?
Actually, if I'm judging a battle, like, it would have, like, just for example, like, the whole E Solo and D'Astro battle. If I'm judging that battle, that's two different dance styles. So, at the end of the day, I know I like E Solo's dance style more than D'Astro's, but at the same time, you have to look at what they're doing. You have to look at the creativity, you have to look at the stamina, you have to look at the drive, you have to look at everything in general. Like, you can't just look at one person, like, because, he does my dance style, so I'm gonna look at that. You have to be fair all in general. So when you're judging a battle and you really want to sit there and be like, yo, let me judge this, you got to really know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, stay behind the table and just hype up. That's how I feel about it.
That's what's up. So, do you think if D. Cole comes back, Light Feet will be the same, or it will still be as in this time period of them falling off?
No, actually, I feel like if D. Cole comes back, he'll change it for the fact when he came back and when they had that whole situation where they didn't want anybody going to D. Cole, everybody was going off that day. They had it where people was TKOing people back to back. We had Get Dark battles, which we don't have anymore. All the people that was doing all these long moves, he was cutting them short, talking about get them out the circle. Like, they felt some type of way. So in order for people to do that, you got to go hard on people. We don't do that. See, when we have events now, we let people get away with too much. We let them mess up on moves too much. We don't kick them out the circle. You watch everybody spoiled. Basically what E Solo just said. It's like, when you're watching a battle now, half the battle you see people tweaking on the same move in one round. Like, what's up?
Alright. So this is a case with me as a judge. Like, how you feel if somebody goes off the first round, right? And in the second round, they don't even tweak one time, but they beat the first person in the first round. And this person accidentally did a TKO, like so-called TKO. Do you think he won the whole round? Won the whole battle? Or he just won that round?
In all honesty, if the person won the first round and then the second person won the... Alright, if it's two people and the first person won the first round but he messed up in the second, and the person that lost the first round won the second, then it's a tie. They won two different rounds. You can't say it's a TKO for the fact that the other person won the first round. You can't just come out of nowhere and say, oh, well, that's a TKO. Like, what are you doing? I won the first round, he won the second. That's it. It's a tie. The only way you can break the tie is if you go on about what they did in those 2 rounds. Like, did one person do something better than the other? That's the only way you can explain it.
So listen. About that, like, tell me, like, as the TKO go, like, what you think is a TKO?
A TKO, to me, honestly, you have to do some out the box, out the frame stuff. Like if you go back to the old days, like with Twan when he first brought this out against Spaceman, that's a TKO. Like nobody ever. You gotta do stuff I'd never seen before.
Exactly.
You don't have to get complicated with it. You just have to do something original. Like do something that I know I'd never seen before. If you want to do something technical, I'm not gonna. Oh crap! It's about to let it rain or clear it out.
It's about to rain, my nigga.
So yeah, so like. As a light feet dancer and as a crumper and all that, like, what do you think that light feet is missing to make it back to like to make the hype come up? Like, what is they missing? Like
originality. Nobody's original anymore. Everybody want to dance like somebody. Like there was a point where everybody wanted to dance like Swiss. There was a point where everybody wanted to dance like Zeb. There was a point where everybody wanted to dance like Fly. Then it was me, and now it's Kid Pat.
Rams, I remember.
And Rams. Then you had a point where everybody wanted to dance like Marky Mark. Everybody wanted to dance like somebody. Then there was a point where everybody wanted to be funny and play around like Kid the Wiz. So hey.
So how do you feel about sore losers? Like when they lose a battle, like tell me about that. Like how do you feel about that?
I feel like if you lose a battle, you lose a battle. At the end of the day, it's life fee. It's just we trying to get a dance out there. And if you're gonna be sore about it, like why you going over? It's not like we getting paid for this. It's not like you battling, oh, you getting money off of it. We're not getting none of this. All we doing is getting publicity and we getting promotion. So if you feel you lost, come back next time and you show people what you about. There's no reason to be sore losing. You win some, you lose some. That's it.
Alright, so I know you best of both worlds. You do flexing and light feet. Like I know, tell me what's the difference between the flexing world and the light feet world.
Well, flexing world is more about, like, you have to actually have technique. You have to be clean with it. You have to have punchlines with your moves. It's like, flexing is more of you really need, man, all I'm basically going to say, you really need to know what the hell you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you just axed out.
Light fucking body.
Yeah.
They're going to come at you and kick you out. You're never going to be able to come back never the fuck again.
Word. See, now, light feet it's a mixture of different dances, so you can bring anything to the table. But it's just the fact that the same thing with light feet. If you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. And if you don't know what you're doing, go get help before you come out. Don't be like other days like, oh, I'm ready, and you know you're damn sure not ready. Be prepared. If it takes you 6 months to be ready, then it takes you 6 months. But when you come out in battle, I best believe you're going to go off and do what you got to do.
So tell me about the jerking movement. How you feel about it? Like, do you feel that like if light feet collide with jerking, light feet will come back, or you think that light feet should just be itself?
Light feet should just be itself for the fact that I love jerking and all. I respect it. It's just that when you look at jerking, when it came out, and basically doing everything we've done already since like what 06, 05, we basically did it. They doing threading. They even dancing the D Code songs. We've done that. They doing shoe tricks now. We've been doing that. Everything they doing, they taking it from us and they getting credit for it. So it's basically like, what I want to say is, they basically like, jerking is like the Hollywood. They go back to the underground, the street dances that's really doing this, going hard, and they getting all the credit for it when we actually made it. Light feet is basically where jerking came from. We started them, and I feel that if anything possible, if we get out there, we gonna finish them and we gonna break them. That's it.
I like that. That's real talk. So like, tell me what you're doing with Urban as a team. Like,
Urban as a team, I know people have been saying we're gonna die out, but that's not the case. Like every team, I feel you're a team where you can fall off and come right back. Like we fell off so many times to the point where we thought we was gonna die, but then we thought in our minds like, yeah, it's time to pick it up. We work as a team. That's what we do. We are a team. You can only have a team if you have a set of people that know what they're gonna do to fix it. When it's like, you could say you have a team where they could be there for the good and the bad. If you're not ready to ride for the bad, don't be down when we doing good. Like right now, everybody went off at COA, everybody want to get down. But then when we doing bad, now you want to drop and go to another team, and now you sound real funny. Like, what's the point of getting down with a team if you don't want to be down? Like, that's us. Like, Urban is more than just light feet. We international. Like, we trying to get out here. We trying to be the first team to ever make it out of this light feet world. Like, come on, we trying to be in music videos. I'm trying to get the team signed with Rock Nation. Like, we basically doing what we got to do to make it out.
So any last remarks before this interview is over?
It's, you know, Urban Legends up, Team Demon up, you know. Basically just the whole life he moving up, but I'm sorry I gotta say goodbye after this Friday after I battled Fox, but I mean, the Lifey world did it to me. I battled people. I battled the 2 top people that basically made it. I got cheated to the point where people had to get judged to cheat for them. You know who you are, I ain't gonna say no names. Then I had to battle somebody and he said at the end of the battle, you know, you wanna give me a pound, and then after that you wanna say, if I don't win, then y'all don't know what real dancing is and I'm not doing nothing for the Lifey movement. That's kinda crazy to win the battle, but you know how that goes. You know, that's just life, you know. You get cheated, but at the same token, it makes you stronger as a dancer. It lets people know that at the end of the day, when you started, all you wanted was respect. And that's all I got, was respect. That's all I needed. I didn't care about the win. I didn't care about the L. I did what I had to do. And that's it. I battled the legends. I battled top people in Brotherhood. I battled all types of dances. I battled all different dance styles. That's me. I'm Dope the Phenom. I'm Urban Legends. And I'm the Urban Legend. You heard? Holla.
What?